Hey Cloud Cadets, it's Roger, it's King Nimbus, and I got some comic reviews for y'all. This is for the week of July 1st. As always, it's on a scale of 1 to 5 clouds, 5 being really good, 1 being eh. Of course, it's my opinion, so if you don't like it, it's what it is. Let's get into it. As always, we're going to start off with our independents first. We have 100 Bullets, The Us of Anger, issue 1. I gave this 4 out of 5 clouds. As for first issues, this issue set up our complex environment, and we slowly got introduced to some characters. I was interested in the podcast duo, although I'm sad we didn't get more time with our main duo of characters that we've been seeing. While it didn't introduce like the full premise of 100 Bullets, I think laying this complex political environment may be worth it even more so. So I'm still really hyped to see where it goes. So 4 out of 5 for 100 Bullets, y'all. Next up on our independents, we got Zorro issue 2. I'm going to go ahead and read my little review at the back. I gave this a 4 out of 5 clouds. Yeah, much better than the first issue. I loved how some of the disjointed elements in this issue came to a head near the end, along with the loose ends from the last time. The action was also really cool, and the villain is just a complete... He's an asshole. I just want more now. They've said, like I said, that first issue felt a little bit disjointed, not all together. It felt like it was like missing some context, or maybe I needed like another couple pages to finish up what was happening. What it did in this issue, much better. We have a more consistent story. We have like our villain, he's monster, and we got some good action. So I'm hyped for next issue. So 4 out of 5. Next up on our independents, we got Shaolin Cowboy, Staying Alive, or technically AI Alive. Issue 1. I gave this a 4 out of 5 clouds. This was an awesome first issue. I had an idea that this would be a funny ride, but I kept getting pleasantly surprised. I also feel this story has the potential to bittersweetly break my wee little corazon. There's a lot of like heartstrings I can feel being pulled. There's a lot of care, I think, in whatever this original series may be. I may look into this, but it's gonna be a blast. I can tell. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for Shaolin Cowboy. Next up for our independents, we got Young Hellboy, Thrilling Sky Adventures issue 2. The second issue finally got me fully invested in the story. I also got some more baby Hellboy, and having both was honestly really great. I just want more Ghost Leopard too. He's a really cool character. I love his older style of comic book hero. I think it's fun, so I've been enjoying this much more now. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for Young Hellboy, y'all. Next up, we got Frankenstein New World, The Speed of Darkness, issue 3. I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 clouds. Almost a 5. It was getting close. This series continues to have not only great art, good story, and even more surprises. I really enjoyed the lore and hearing Merc, like the main kind of like monster in this. I'm not going to reveal too much. He actually spoke in this issue a little bit. I have an interesting voice in mind for the ugly little pustule that he is, so... This whole series has been really awesome. It's just so beautiful and really cool to watch unfold, and I'm still super hyped to find more, essentially. Like, to find out more of the story. So, 4.5 out of 5 clouds, y'all. Next up, our last Hellboy, we got Hellboy Seed of Destruction, issue 1. So this is actually a reprinting of the original Hellboy origin, if I'm correct. When I was looking this up, there's a few different printings from like the 25th anniversary and for this year. I gave this a 4.5 out of 5. This is my first like real introduction to Hellboy. This was an awesome first issue. I've been meaning to read some Hellboy, and I'm happy this got a reprinting. It had action, intrigue, mystery, and some amazing art, and I am really hyped to pick up on the second issue. So almost a 5, 4.5 out of 5, y'all. Next up, we got our one Marvel comic for the week. We got the Marvel Swimsuit Edition, brand new beach day. This issue was just fun. They just wanted to have a ton of fun for the summer, and I totally respect it. It was just a fun beach day, and it also paid homage to a very awesome fan. If you guys remember, I mentioned a little fan. She got a whole dedicated page, and I think that's just honestly what makes comic books awesome is when fans get to interact with the medium, and it ripples back in a positive way, at least. So 4.5 out of 5, because why not? It was fun. Next up, we got DC X Sonic the Hedgehog Metal Legion. We got the cool Starfire variant. I gave this a 4 out of 5 clouds. This was another super fun issue. I loved seeing the Metal Legion. I've been really enjoying the art and comedic style a lot, especially in this issue. Also, Flash and Sonic calling each other Red and Blue is just great. That's a little detail that I just love. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for SonicLegion and DC, y'all. And next up, we got The Dead Man, issue 2. I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 clouds. While this was lacking a heavy emotional tone, it still had sentimental moments. action, and honestly, really fun lore. I've been really loving this run, and I loved seeing Deadman interact with other heroes as well, because he has in the past before. So I kind of loved how they brought it into this current version of him, this iteration of him, and it was just really cool. So I've been loving this, so 4.5 out of 5 for my homie, the Deadman. And next up, we got Batman issue 11. Look at these cool issues. I gave this a 4, well, out of 5, almost dropped them. This was a great issue. It followed up on many of the major plot points. We saw more ripples from the villain, a short but awesome warning fight, and a new family member. I'm down, but I want to see more. And that's part of the reason I didn't give it like anything higher. I was like, I need to see more about what this character is, if she's really going to be a part of the family, or if they're just kind of seeing how it is. Kind of similar with like the Spider-Man reviews. I'm like, they did something more recent in like the ancestry and the family. And I'm like, it could be something they forget in a few years. And I think maybe not now. And if they do the same thing here with Batman, I think it'd be the same situation. So I'm down. So 4 out of 5 for Batman issue 11. Okay, I hope y'all are ready, because this is the last issue of Martian Manhunter, and I'm about to yap. I'm about to go off, so be ready. Last, but definitely not least, because it's probably my favorite, Absolute Martian Manhunter, issue 12. The last issue. I don't know if they've like announced a new one or renewed it or whatever, but last one for now. I gave this a 5 out of 5. 5 clouds out of 5. This was such an amazing series, and easily my favorite from this universe, the Absolute line. I think it's the Alphaverse is what they call it in the little app. This was a great ending. We got some more amazing use of the page, light, space. I loved the action, if you can call it action. If you've been reading Martian Manhunter, you know what I mean. The softer moments and just everything. This was an emotional roller coaster, but for good reason. And an excellent example as to why comics not just are a visual art, but a storytelling one too. In fact, I'll go on my little soapbox and say, this specific series is an excellent example as to why comics offer such a unique experience to storytelling. Some of the craziest and most memorable moments could only be fully achieved with a real book. The imagination, love, and care taken to tell the story is only enhanced with a physical book. By no means is it necessary. The story is still just as surreal and amazing without the added fun. The artists and the authors just truly did an exemplary effort to expand the entire idea of what it means to not only read a comic, but to experience a story. I'll always be happy I read this story. I'll always be happy I took the time to this was part of the reason I started really getting into comics this year, was because I saw how amazing the art was and I wanted to check it out. And then there are so many cool moments in this series, let alone not just in the story, but in the art, in various moments where you can hold the page up to the light and see through it. It's just awesome. So 5 out of 5 for Martian Manhunter issue 12. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did not smile, it is what it is. But I hope you smile sometime today or tonight whenever you're watching this. Either way though, have a good time, y'all. Later.